16-year-old Leo Bennett pedaled his old mountain bike along the dusty roadside, heading home after a long shift at the local hardware store. The sun had dipped low, painting the sky orange, and the crickets had already begun their nightly chorus. Leo didn't mind the quiet. It gave him time to think mostly about rent, bills, and how he was going to help his mum keep the lights on for one more month. They had been scraping by ever since his father passed away 2 years earlier. His mum worked 2 jobs, and Leo helped however he could, stocking shelves after school, mowing lawns on weekends, even selling homemade lemonade during the summer heat waves. Money was tight, but he never complained. Complaining didn't fix anything. As he rounded a bend on Maple Ridge Road, Leo noticed a sleek black car pulled off to the side. The glossy vehicle looked completely out of place on the rural street. A tall man stood beside it, staring helplessly at a flat tire. Leo slowed his bike. "Sir, everything okay?" The man turned, relief washing over his face. He looked around 50, wearing a crisp shirt and expensive watch. But right now he looked lost. "Not exactly," the man admitted. "I hit a nail or something. Tires blown. And I'm ashamed to say I have no idea how to change one." Leo smiled politely. "Most people don't. Want some help?" "You know how?" the man asked, surprised. "Yeah," Leo said, hopping off his bike. "I help at the shop down the road. We fix these all the time." The man looked at Leo's worn sneakers, dusty jeans, and the bike with peeling paint. "I'd appreciate it more than you know." Leo got to work without hesitation. He found the spare tire, positioned the jack, loosened the lug nuts, and lifted the car. His hands moved quickly, firm, practiced, confident. "You do this for a living?" the man asked, impressed. "Part-time," Leo replied, wiping sweat from his forehead. "I'm still in school." "Well, you're better than the last mechanic I hired." The man chuckled. Leo smiled, tightening the bolts on the new tire. When he finished, the man offered his hand. "I'm Richard Hayes." The name sounded familiar, but Leo couldn't place it. "I'm Leo," he said, shaking the man's hand. Richard glanced at the bike leaning against the guardrail. "You rode all the way out here?" "Yeah," Leo said casually. "It's faster than walking." Richard hesitated as though trying to find the right words. "Leo, I'd like to pay you for your help." Leo shook his head quickly. "No, sir, I didn't do it for money." "But you should be compensated." "I really can't take anything," Leo insisted. "Mum says helping is just what you do." Richard looked deeply moved by that. "Well then," he said softly, "I owe you more than a thank you." Leo didn't know what that meant, but he nodded politely, got back on his bike, and rode home. 3 days later, Leo arrived home from school to find a black luxury car parked outside their small apartment. The same car. His heart skipped. "Mom, do we know someone with a car like that?" Before she could answer, Richard stepped out, smiling warmly. "Leo," he greeted, "I hope I'm not interrupting anything." Leo blinked. "Mr. Hayes, what are you doing here?" His mum stared at her son. You know this man. I helped him fix a tire, Leo explained, confused. Richard laughed. Your son did more than help. He saved me from missing a meeting that secured over 70 jobs for people in this county. Leo's mum covered her mouth. Oh my God. Richard stepped closer. Leo, I told you I owed you, and I meant it. He handed Leo a thick envelope. I don't want money, Leo said quickly. Richard shook his head. Open it. Inside were several documents and a glossy acceptance letter. Leo's eyes widened. This is a scholarship. Full scholarship, Richard confirmed. Any trade school, college, or vocational program you choose. All expenses covered. Leo froze in disbelief. Sir, I can't. This is too much. It's exactly the right amount, Richard said gently. You helped me without expecting a single dollar. That kind of character is rare, and it deserves a future that matches it. Leo's mum choked up, tears rolling down her cheeks. You don't know what this means for him. For us, Richard continued, one more thing. When you're ready, I want you to intern at my company. We need young people who work hard and care about others. Leo's hands trembled. I don't know what to say. Say you'll use this gift well, Richard replied. Leo nodded fiercely. I promise. I won't waste it. Years passed. Leo earned a degree in mechanical engineering, becoming the first in his family to graduate from college. He interned at Richard's automotive company, quickly rising through the ranks. By 24, he had designed innovative safety systems that saved lives. One afternoon, Richard visited Leo's office. You've come a long way from changing tires on the side of the road, he said proudly. Leo laughed. I wouldn't be here without you. Richard placed a hand on his shoulder. No, Leo, you're here because of who you were long before I met you. Leo never forgot the dusty road, the flat tire, the stranger who became a mentor, and he kept the old envelope, the symbol of the moment his life changed, forever locked in his desk drawer, a reminder that a single act of kindness can rewrite a person's future.